Hello fellow coaches, in today's video we'll talk about how to design pre-season training programs using FEAK. When an athlete is in season, actually during their competition, we have a few goals that we want to achieve with their fitness program. One is we want to maintain the physical qualities we built in the off-season and that we've peaked during the pre-season. We also want to balance training with recovery from their games. Recovery management is super important during the in-season because the athlete has to play their competitive games, they have to travel, they probably have more sports tactics and strategy and skill sessions as well. So in season, the physical training sessions will usually be shorter and lower in total training load and training volume so that their recovery is able to keep up. Often during the in-season, we use a combination of functional hypertrophy and hypertrophy programs to retain muscle size and strength. These programs will be lower in total training volume than in the off-season or the pre-season. Again, this is to help the athlete recover well so they can perform well during games. Now let's move over to the FEAK system where we'll design an in-season training program using a wave loading kind of training method. Now we're in the FEAK Coaches portal and we're looking at the energy systems and strength training programs. So let's design something for in-season training. Now, in-season training, we're going to do a functional hypertrophy program, and the equipment we'll use a full gym, we use a strength training program, and the goal is functional hypertrophy. And we'll use an intermediate level trainee. The experience level helps the system determine what sort of suggested loads it will give to the client when they use the suggested load function in the app. So this helps the client if the coach is not around or the coach is coaching a big group, it will help the client get a good load selection for their next set of exercise. Now, microcycle length is how many days before this cycle repeats. Oftentimes it's 7 because most people train in a normal week. But sometimes athletes train 3 days out of 5, you'll choose 5, or maybe 6 days out of 10, you'll choose 10. So in this case, we'll just choose 7. We'll repeat, let's say, 4 times. Number of training days, 2 training days. And this is sample of an in-season program. Okay. So which days will we train in the cycle? Let's say we train on days 2 and day 6. Okay, we apply. Good. We can customize the day names. Let's say day 1 is lower reps. So we can customize the day names if we want. Day 1 will be lower reps, and day 2 will be higher reps. Okay, so today we'll build the day 1 program. We add a warm-up, so let's say we do a upper body focused warm-up because the heavy lifts today will be upper body focused. We add an exercise. In this workout, we're going to use what's called a wave loading system. I'm going to do a 7-5-3 wave loading. So that means that for every exercise, let's say it's upper body focused. Let's say we do a chest exercise. Something that we all are familiar with, bench press. Flat bench. And let's say a mid grip, okay? The video as usual pops up because we've used this exact combination before, chest, bench press barbell, mid grip, flat bench. We've added a video link to that before, so it will automatically pop up. You can add any video you like. And FEAK has a long list of videos for you to use in the YouTube channel, or you can add any video from YouTube that you like. All right, submit. So now we have the A1 exercise, and we're going to do 6 sets, okay? Now the reps will change from set to set, so we can't put in a simple reps system like 4 reps, 5 reps, or 6 to 8 reps. We have to use the custom rep function. And when we go custom reps, we click here. It's a 7-5-3 wave. So on the first set, we do 7 reps, second set 5, and third set 3. And we repeat this cycle, 7, 5, 3. Okay, now we submit. This will be a wave loading where you use a higher rep, a medium rep, and a low rep, and then repeat it higher, medium, low. On the second cycle of the 7-5-3, we try to improve the weight by somewhere around 5%. So we can write that inside here. Wave loading, 7-5-3 for 2 cycles. On second cycle, increase weight 5%. Okay, so tempo, let's say we do a 4, 0, 1, 0. So tempo, let's say it's in season. We don't want the athlete to be too sore, so we don't go too long of an eccentric. 2, 1, 1, 0. Rest, we can rest quite long between sets because it's quite heavy. We go 1 to 0 seconds. And intensity type, we go reps in reserve. Or we can use, for this case, even a RPE. So perceived exertion, you get something around the 9 would be good. Now we duplicate this for all cycles. And we're done. Let's say the fourth cycle, it is a deload. So we will go somewhere around 3 sets instead of 6. Save day. So we want to duplicate this with some other kind of superset. So we can duplicate this easily. One duplicate. And now we just replace the bench press with some kind of upper body, let's say pulling exercise. So we'll choose something like upper back, a 2-arm row, and maybe a seated cable row of some kind. Okay, implement cable, grip, let's say neutral, and width also mid-width. And again, we have a video available for this combination of exercise variations. Submit. And your A1 and A2 exercises are done with all the custom reps in. The only thing you might need to watch out is because this one only has 3 sets. The custom reps, you should do this separately because it's a different kind of sets. It's no longer 6, it's 3. You can also do things for custom intensity. Like we said in our custom exercise instructions, we want the intensity to change from set to set. So you can add custom intensity. So you go here, custom intensity. So let's say the RPE for the first cycle is 8. All right, you leave 1 or 2 reps in reserve, but the last cycle is all out. You can even do this kind of thing, set to set intensity changes. All right, since you know how to use the custom reps and custom intensity, I think you can figure out how to build the rest of the program. Maybe at the B exercises, you add something for higher reps. You do some kind of hypertrophy training, maybe for the shoulders. And then you do a, let's say, a shoulder press, some kind of dumbbell shoulder press. Body position, seated supported, neutral grip. And we have a dumbbell shoulder press. Okay, just as an example, we'll do 3 sets of 12 to 15 at a 3, 0, 1, 0 with rest 60 seconds. And RPE, don't push yourself because it's in season 8 and you duplicate for all cycles. So we can do something like this where you do your heavy lifts and a kind of accessory higher rep work afterwards. Save day. And that's how you build a program using the custom reps and custom intensity function, where you can really be really detailed as to how much you want the athlete to push during each set of each exercise in each cycle. So that's the kind of detail that I wanted to build into FEAK so that your athletes get the detail they need and they can manage their recovery properly, especially important when they're in-season training. Now let's assign this template to a user and see what happens inside the app. You go back to Program Overview, you assign it, and I'll assign it to myself. And you can see inside my app what should happen. So template is assigned, and let's move on to the app. Inside the FEAK app, you of course will choose the program that you want to view, which is in this case, the in-season program demo, which you just built in the FEAK system. And when you do that, all the workouts from this program will show on your home screen. Now let's go to the one we built, which was the lower reps. This is day 1 out of 2 and cycle 1 out of 4. Set to today's date, which is something that will happen. If your program is assigned to the wrong date, the user has the option to automatically set to the current date when they start the program. So it's set to today's date, yes. Okay, so this is the preview of the workout. Remember, we did bench press, and it displays all the sets here because each set has different reps. And we superset that with a row. And finally, we do some high reps with the dumbbell shoulder press. You'll go through the warm-up, which you selected. If you've done it, you tick and you move to the workout. In the workout, you fill in sets and reps here. And when you're done, you press the green tick. The thing to note is that when you have a custom set of reps and intensity, you press the View Custom and you can see exactly what reps you're supposed to do for each set and what intensity you're supposed to do them at. So in this way, your athlete will be very clear at which set he's supposed to do which reps and what kind of intensity. So as usual, you'll fill it in, and when you're done, finish workout. There are a lot more things that FEAK can do that no other strength training software can. So if you'd like to cut 70% off your program design time while retaining all the details that elite athletes need, contact us and we'll set up a demo for you to try the FEAK strength training software. Thank you very much.